Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Yo, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, June 14th, as you can see on my board back here. Thursday, June 14th, 2018. It is getting ready to be an absolutely spectacular day. I hope you guys are ready for a big day. Today I'm going to be honest. Today I'm going to be raw. Today I'm going to be uncut. We're going to talk through some different things, and I want to make sure by the end of this episode, I want to make sure you specifically understand how important you are. How important you are to me, how important you are to the group, how important you are to this universe, to this planet. It's important to me that you know how important you are before you get out of here. You see, we can be told that we are amazing, right? I know I can be told, you guys can be told that we're amazing. We can be told that we're special. And sometimes that's really hard to believe, right? You ever have a hard time believing that? Sometimes it's really incredibly hard to believe. And so I need you to understand that you're important, okay? And I'm gonna explain all this here in a minute. But first, let's just get everything rolling. Let's get the energy up in here, right? Let's get everybody rocking and rolling. Yesterday was so stinking cool, man. I saw so many different people in Rise and Grind gear yesterday that I was thinking about it this morning, and I was like, bro, I just gotta show some of these pictures because it's dope, man. Did you guys see Vicky yesterday? Did you guys see Vicky and her daughter do their first live, man? Vicky and her daughter, she did a live video yesterday. She talked about the testimony, the trials and tribulations that her daughter has gone through. I mean, they got vulnerable. They got raw. They got real. I mean, they told us some crazy stuff. And Vicky she expressed herself on Facebook Live. Dude, I was so proud. And they're wearing the Rise and Grind gear. And I was like, this is so dope. If you haven't seen it, you got to go back and check it out, man. Awesome. Vicky, thank you. Thank you for wearing the gear. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for going out there and making a difference. I already saw people commenting in the stuff. There was one girl who commented in the thing, and it was stinking awesome. Also, Bruce, man, my man Bruce, he was posting his Rise and Grind gear yesterday. That was stinking cool. He's doing all kinds of running, motivating everybody to get up off their butts and go out there and run, which was neat. Robert posted his Rise and Grind gear, talks about how everybody makes him feel special in this group and how important that is. I thought that was cool. Whitney Garr, she was rocking the We Rise by lifting others. That was stinking awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. And then this dude right here shows up at the dealership. My man Jeremy Nolan shows up at the dealership yesterday, rocking his Rise and Grind gear and talking about an encouraging, powerful moment to have this guy walk in, share a little bit of his story with me, spend a little bit of time with me, and it was so surreal, man, so surreal. So I'm going to dive into some of this a little bit more, but first, of course, you know what we got to do, right? So let's see, which music do we go with today? Let's go with this right here. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what we need this morning. That is exactly what we need. We need a little bit of music so that we can get this Thursday at 5:30 a.m. rocking and rolling. For those of you that don't know, this is the point in the show where you hit that share button. This is the point in the show where I'm going to say good morning to you, and I need you to say the good morning to everybody else in the group. Sound off and let me know that you're here on Hashtag Rise and Grind Thursday, June 14th. Good morning, my man Mike Brockway. We missed you yesterday, buddy. Glad you're here. Good morning, Chris Wright and Eddie Gilbert. Good morning, Rocco. What's up? Good morning, Jeremy Nolan, my man. Appreciate you coming by yesterday. Good morning, Archie and Sheila. Good morning, Jared Mosley and Doris. What's up, AJ Anderson? Good morning, Josh O, Rick Berman, Mr. Michael Jasper, Kagan. You made it, my man. We're so glad you're here. Good morning, Michael Smith, Beth Worsley, Susan Rose, Laura Berman. What's up, Brayden, Jason, Don? Oh, we're full today. Everybody's up in here today. Hashtag Rise and You feel that? Come on now. Come on now. I want to see you bumping. I want to see you bumping. I want to feel that energy, man. You guys don't understand that energy. You guys can push it. You can push it out through the phones, through the universe. I feel it. I feel your energy when you're moving, when you're rocking, when you're saying good morning to everybody else. It's fuel that I need, that we all need to get this ball rolling on Thursday morning, June 14th, 2018. I am so glad you're here. How about that, boys and girls? You guys ready? You guys ready? Man, I posted some pictures of different people wearing the gear, which seriously, it's so stinking cool, man. It's so stinking cool. This hashtag unrecognizable that everybody's been doing is probably the coolest thing. I mean, the whole Rise and Grind thing has been super, super cool. But it like leveled up its cool factor when you guys started putting the hashtag unrecognizables. It leveled up its cool factor when everybody started posting things like like Bruce and his running, and like Bambi and her quitting smoking, and there's people losing weight, there's people lifting weights, there's people that are running marathons, there's people that are getting together in community, there's people that are having date nights with their wife, there's people that are spending more time with their kids. There's all this stuff, man, that's been going on in the hashtag unrecognizable, and it has been absolutely incredible, and I want to thank you guys so much. Continue to post pics of your hashtag unrecognizable. For those of you that don't know what that is, hashtag unrecognizable, is we challenged each other to change one major thing in our life. Just one thing. Change one major thing in our life. And by doing that, 30 days later, we won't be able to recognize the person that we are today. That was the challenge. And it has been stinking cool. It has been a struggle. I know some of us have had a really hard time. I tried to get to 2-a-days as far as my workouts, and I could not figure out how to consistently get 2-a-days in. A workout in the morning, a workout in the night. So instead, what we did, just to get creative, because I didn't want to let anybody in the group down, and you guys kept motivating to do more, what I decided to do is at work now, everybody at work at the new dealership, the Chrysler Dodge dealership that we've got, everybody does 25 push-ups for every car we sell. 25 push-ups for every single car that we sell. Yesterday we sold 4. Yesterday we did 100 push-ups. Now we got what's really cool about that is not only is it helping me reach some of my goals, you know, I'm getting the gun show going on, I'm working out, I'm feeling better. Not only is it helping me reach my goals, but I got guys there at the dealership that hadn't done a push-up in 20 years. They're down there doing push-ups. They're down there doing push-ups, and it's building teamwork, and it's building camaraderie. We're all coming together as we get this new store launched, which is what we need more than anything. We need each other right now more than anything. It's bringing us together over something common and something cool, and it's healthy, man. It's so neat, and it's all because of the hashtag unrecognizable. The one thing, man, the one thing that we're all working to change that makes us look completely, completely different. So thank you guys for that. It seriously has been incredible. It's incredible. And see, I need you guys to understand how incredibly important you are. How important you are to me. How important you are to this world. Now, I don't like doing this. This show is positive. This show is always supposed to be uplifting. It's early in the morning, and there's lots of negative things out there, man. There's lots of negative things out in the news and so on and so forth. But I do have to share with you guys because I feel like you're my family, and I love you. And I care about you, and I know you guys care about me. I feel that, okay? But yesterday, I literally was sick to my stomach when I got home. I was sick to my stomach. I was kind of rolling around in my bed. I was having a hard time getting to sleep. It was a tough night for me last night because regretfully, one of our friends, a young lady who was a big part of the Rise and Grind in the beginning, a young lady who was a big part of Sales Hustlers, a young lady who I had some conversations with to be a Facebook about some of her struggles in life. She's no longer with us. She took her own life, from what I can understand, from what I've read. It looks like she took her own life, and you know her name was Bobby Davis, and it made me sick to my stomach, man. It really did. It made me sick to my stomach to hear about this. And I couldn't really understand. I didn't have a strong connection with Bobby. We had had a couple conversations. She had told me about some of her struggles, and she had told me about how Rise and Grind was helping her, and it was getting better. But then I noticed she dropped off, and she wasn't jumping in and being a part of Rise and Grind anymore. And I hadn't heard from her since February until yesterday when I found out. And it's terrible. But here's the thing. I think it really made me sick to my stomach because I remember the feeling. I remember the feeling I had when I wanted and attempted to take my life, man. I remember that feeling. And I think about it today. I imagine, like, if I had followed through, like if I had taken my life, man. If I had taken my life, imagine there'd be no wife, right? No Leslie, which my wife, when I met my wife, she was bartending and she was spiraling and she was dealing with addiction and all of that stuff when I met my wife. Now she's been clean and sober. I can barely even get her to drink a beer in between pregnancies. The woman's been pregnant for the last, pregnant or breastfeeding for the last 8 years. She's this amazing mother, amazing woman. But there would have been no life change for Leslie in that sense. So there'd be no wife. There'd be no kids. My kids, man. Joel, Savannah, Kira, Willow, Meredith, Fisher. We got another one on the way. I'm pretty sure we're going to name her Eden. No kids, man. None of those kids would exist. Their lives wouldn't be here. Yesterday they had a T-ball game, and Joel and Willow both. It was such a close game and a fun game, and they both got hits, and they both scored runs, and they brought runs in, and there was laughing and clapping and cheering, and it was so amazing, and all of that. None of that would have existed had I taken my life. No, the experience at Dan Cummins that I've been able to share with you guys that has been fun to watch and fun to grow, all of those experiences, those connections. This group, Rise and Grind, this group right here, this group wouldn't be here, man. This whole group, all the connections that we made, Mike and Ray and Kagan and Vicky and Beth, pulling us all together, none of that would have been here had I taken my own life. No hashtag unrecognizable. None of that, man. No fulfilling of God's destiny. None of that stuff would have happened. And I'm sorry, I hate to bring the tone down first thing in the morning. I do. I hate to bring the tone down. But God put it on my heart this morning, and I wasn't going to share with you guys because I'm like, no, man, this is a positive show. But then God was like, no, dude, you got to be honest, you got to be raw, and you got to be uncut, and you got to make sure every single person that's in the Rise and Grind, every single person that watches this show understands how important they are on this planet. You guys, you're so important, man. You are so important. I need you to understand that. Like, think about it. Bambi, right? Bambi quit smoking. Bambi posted online. Bambi posted every day. She's on day 10. She's on day 11. She's on day 12. People are watching, right? People are watching. Now, yesterday, Melissa Jones posts, oh my gosh, she's got the Chantix, right? She got the script. She's got a quit date. She's going to quit June 22nd. Because Bambi quit, because Bambi posted, because Bambi shared, now we got Melissa quit. Trickle-down effect. You guys are creating trickle-down effects. You post, you share, you post, you share. The things that you are doing in your life matter. You are special. My man Robbie Toomey talked to me. Glenn, you should probably do a show in the morning. You should probably get on there live at 5:30 in the morning and try to encourage and lift people up and help people. You should do that. You should do that. That's what Robbie said. Robbie tells me that one thing. Robbie's incredibly special to me. He means a lot to me. Him and I have worked together for years. I look up to him. I admire the dude. He tells me to do it. I hop online. Look at what's happened. Now I'm posting pictures of people wearing Rise and Grind gear. And we've got this community. And we're sharing. And we're filling the feeds with positivity. We're posting positivity. We've got all these different great pictures and great stories and great community. And it's incredible. And it's because each and every single one of you is so incredibly special. You guys are so special, man. It meant the world to me that Jeremy Nolan stopped by, that he went out of his way, that he took his kids. He had his kids with him, and they were traveling, and they were going to Gatlinburg, and he went out of his way to visit a freaking general manager at a car dealership. He went out of his way to do that. He said, dude, I got to go meet this dude. And by showing up to meet me, he filled my cup. He gave me fuel. He gave me energy. He matters. You matter. I know sometimes it's hard, dude. Sometimes it gets hard. You get buried in bills. You're fighting addiction. You get lonely. But here's the thing. Listen. It's not over. If you're here today, it's not over. You can get out of it. I promise. If you're not where you want to be right now, you can get through it. I promise. I was there. I was at the lowest point. Hear me now. Hear me now. If I would have followed through on the decision that I had made, if I would have followed through on that, imagine how different everything would be. And the same is true for you. Whatever you're going through right now, I need you to understand how special you are. Whatever you're going through right now, I need you to understand that you are important. You are so important to this universe, man. You are so important to me, to this group, to all of the people around you. Listen, when you're feeling these things, when you're feeling so down and out, and I see people asking questions like, hey, you lost some weight, what'd you do about your diet? And I see some people asking questions like, hey, you lost some weight, are you exercising? And I see some people like trying to work on their relationships, and they're saying, well, we're going to add some date nights. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Here, if you're feeling unimportant, if you're not feeling special, if you're not seeing how you're this amazing child of God, then here's what you need to do. It is time for you not to go on a diet. It's not time for you to exercise. It's not time for you to do that. It is time for you to change your entire lifestyle. You see, that's when real deal changes happens, is when you change your lifestyle. You have to change your entire lifestyle. You got to change your circle of friends. I know it sounds like a lot, but you've got to change your entire lifestyle. And the only way you can change your entire lifestyle is to start with one thing first. That's why we've been doing the hashtag unrecognizable. Start with the daily 5. If you haven't seen the video, go back and watch it. Start with the daily 5. Don't hit the snooze button. Don't touch your phone first thing in the morning. Spend time in gratitude and writing down your goals. Do some kind of form of physical activity. Take care of your body, and then send out powerful energy to encourage and lift others. Start by doing those 5 things every day. If you just do those 5 things every day, I promise you 30 days from now, not only will you realize how special you are, not only will you realize how important you are to this universe, but you will completely change your life. You guys, I want to share something real quick. I found an awesome video from Danelle that I want to share with you guys real quick, and then we'll get out of here. This video is dope. Oh, let me see if I can get it to play.
Life isn't going to be fair, but it is consistent. So when you show up consistent in return, you're going to have great results. This is every area of your life. If you want to win today and from this day forward, you have to show up big every day. Like, my life has not been ideal every situation, right? It's not ideal to go through a divorce. It's not ideal to struggle with your health. It's not ideal to win and lose in business. It's not ideal to win and lose with friendships or relationships. That's not ideal, and that's not always fair. Things happen. My grandpa always used to tell me, if the world knocks you around a little bit, you had something to do with it. Okay, you can be on an emotional roller coaster through the mall, and you can be like, yes, things are going great. Oh my gosh, things happen in threes, they're terrible. Yes, things are amazing. Yes, okay. If you stay on that emotional roller coaster, you'll get kicked off. Here's what I tell adults. Roller coasters are for kids. Right? As I got older, my ability to hop on roller coasters led to nausea. And I don't want any of you guys to experience nausea in your business, in your life, in your relationships, and I don't want to experience them. Stop paying attention to the emotional roller coaster, and you start paying attention and focusing on what you can do to win. I believe that you can create the habit of winning. You have to live your goals, live your truth, online and in person every single day. You show up sometimes. Sometimes you post on Facebook, sometimes you post on social media, sometimes you do meetings, sometimes you contact people, you interact people, you want to sell tickets, you want to sell your product. Sometimes. If you only want results sometimes, show up sometimes. right? If you only want to have positive results, be positive sometimes. Sometimes is a ticket to mediocrity, right? No more excuses. Show up every day. Force yourself to bring your best to the table every single day. And some days that's hard, right? Some days I'm tired. Some days I work till 2 a.m., 1 a.m. 1 a.m. is usually my max. Okay, I'm trying to push that. But I'll work till 1 a.m. and my kids will wake up at 5:45 and I'm like, wow, train wreck. Holy moly. Okay, I can do this. Push, get a shower, get some caffeine, whatever it takes, and show up because someone is counting on me to be great today. And so I want to challenge you, how are you showing up? You have to be willing to face your fears. You have to be willing to work. You have to be willing to work. Success is going to cost you something. If you are not consistently showing up big every day, why would anyone else?
Dude, Danelle is bad to the bone. Danelle is bad to the bone, and you can see her live in Paris, Kentucky on August 12th at the hashtag 2018 Rise and Grind Summer Event. You guys need to be there. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you need to go get them. GlennLundy.com. I'm for real. I'm not joking. Josh O., I know it's 9 hours. You need to make the drive. It's going to be worth it. We have to pull together in community, man. It is so incredibly important that you show up. It is so incredibly important that you show up every single day because you don't know. You don't know the plan that God has for you. You don't know how you showing up is going to affect someone else. You don't know how you making a post is going to affect someone else. You don't know how you inviting someone into the Rise and Grind group is going to affect their life. You don't know how you hitting a share button on this video right now, if you haven't done it, do it. You don't know how you hitting that share button is going to impact and empower someone else. You don't know. That's why you just have to bring it every day. Like Danelle said, you just have to show up every single day. Not sometimes, okay, I share sometimes, okay, I post sometimes, okay, I do it sometimes. I need you to show up every single day. You got to show up because you are so incredibly important to what's going on in this universe. I hope you guys feel me. I thank you for letting me express that. Thank you for being a community, a safe area where I know I can speak honestly, open, raw, and uncut and not be judged and be loved. And I just appreciate you so stinking much. I don't know how to make you understand. All right, I want to see you guys. If you need more video, go to GlennLundy.com. If you need Rise and Grind gear, go to GlennLundy.com. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, go to GlennLundy.com. Please, they're $40. It's $40 for a ticket to this amazing event. You're going to come to Paris. You're going to be in community with all these other people in the group. And you're going to get to hear some of the most incredible speakers and some most of the amazing music. It is going to be over the top. Don't miss it. Show up. It's important that you're there. Listen, you guys are so incredibly amazing. You're these amazing people, right? Uniquely made by God himself to be the absolute best version of you that you can possibly be. And you're doing that with your posts, with your impacts, with your rising, and you're grinding and following the daily 5. You're out there making a change. You're making an impact on this planet, on me, on your friends, on your coworkers, on all of the people around you. And I, for one, I'm just absolutely amazed by you, and I absolutely love you. If no one's told you yet that this morning, I need you to hear it, and I want you to hear it first. I absolutely love you. Eddie, Beth, Sheila, Karen, Mike, all you guys, man. I love you. Vicky, Kagan, Jeremy, Charlie, Josh O, Jared, Ray, Beth. Oh, I already said Beth. Beth, you popped up again. Derek. I'm serious, man. I freaking love you guys, man. I love you. I love this show. Have an incredible day today. Have an absolutely incredible day today. Daryl, you have an incredible day as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Join me tomorrow morning with Deanne Stevens. Deanne Stevens will be with me tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. as we hashtag Rise and Grind.